He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Almighty God. Good evening. I want to welcome everyone to another exciting moment on Living Couple. My name is Olusegun. I want to appreciate everyone out there that have been watching this program. They have been giving us feedback of what God has been doing in their lives. We want to say we appreciate you. Living Couple is a program meant for couples, as the name depicts. It is for couples that have stayed together. We learn what they have been through. We learn the sweetness, I can't say it's bitter, but a little bitter leaf there. And then, after every bitter leaf soup, there is always that sweetening. So it's a program where we come together, we talk about reality, we talk about how things are in marriage. And tonight we have some special, wonderful people in the house. It's a guest I know most of you will, I know you'll be pleased, you'll be happy to see them. There are faces that at least I know majority of people would have seen this face many times in the program. And I'm so glad to have them in the house tonight. My special guest tonight is Pastor Olusegun Ojo. He is the president of Perfected Praise Singers. And he's also an area pastor of Favor area, that's Lagos Province 1. We want to welcome you, sir, to Living Couple.
Thank you for
the Lord bless you, sir. Also beside him, beside every successful man, there is a woman. There is a beautiful woman, beautiful. Hey, I'm happy because this beautiful woman is, I'm not saying he's handsome too. We have Pastor Mrs. Ojo, Kate Ojo, popularly known as Sister Kate. She is here on Living Couple. She is the assistant HOD of RCCG Central Mission Board. And she's also one of the lead singers. That's why I said you'd have seen her face in many programs of Perfected Praise Singers. We want to welcome you, Ma.
Thank you, Ma.
You are welcome again to Living Couple. The Lord bless you in Jesus' name. Before we begin, we will want our pastor to lead us in a short word of prayer.
Father, we thank you for today. Thank you, God, for the gift of life. Thank you for the gift of family.
Thank you.
And thank you for the gift of marriage.
Yes,
we commit this program into your hands. Take absolute control in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you, Father. In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Yes,
once again, we welcome you.
Yes,
Sister Kate, like we all know, she's not coming here, was, telling her that I love how when she sings one song. She's not coming to, she's not singing here today now. I didn't say she's not singing per se. But she's here to talk about, they are here to talk about their marriage, and they have been married for 21 years.
Yes.
That is 2 decades. A decade, that's two decades and a year.
Yes.
God has helped you.
Yeah.
Yes, so seriously.
And we will want to know more about that. And before we commence the program, I want to just once again appreciate all our viewers out there. I want to let you know that if this is your first time of watching this program, it's a program that we discuss about marriages, the challenges the people face, and how the challenges are overcome. And I know that as you watch it, wherever you are hurting, the Lord will bring peace to every storm in your home in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Now, there is a saying that he who finds a wife finds a good thing. And the Bible didn't say he who finds a husband. It said he who finds a wife.
Yes.
I want to know, this finding, how did it start?
I just woke up one day. I was talking to God about business, man. I was talking to God about business. What do I do to make things, to make more money? Because I was teaching, I was into photography, those hustling. Then God just told me, you will marry Sister Kate. Although I was in a relationship before then, with somebody 4 years, and I said, it's not possible.
You were still in a relationship when God told you?
Yes, with somebody then.
Wow.
So, and she knows the person. The person comes around. So I said, God, you must be joking. And then God kept silent for like 1 week. And I said, it's not possible. Because I had this mind that I won't jilted in person. So, and that was my first relationship with any woman.
Were you having any challenge with that relationship then?
No, no challenge. In fact, it was somehow perfect because the person was having the same surname with me. We're in the same department in school, came from the same town, we were born the same year, the same month.
Wow.
So
it was a perfect
kind
of.
so to say. So when God said, you marry this person, marry my wife, I said, God, you must be joking. And God kept silent. Then a week later, I started having serious problems, boils, everything. God started saying, you will marry this person. I said, and that's how I started praying, until when I finally said, okay, I will now listen. Then God started teaching me what to do.
How to go and find.
How to go and about the situation.
The situation.
At least I had to disengage from a person peacefully. Okay. Then before I
moved further. Okay. Now when the finding work, now that he came to you, you knew he was in a relationship because you said you already know the person. How did you react?
In those days, camp was very, very small.
Okay, you met in the camp?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we know ourselves, we play with things. And when God started telling me that I was in a relationship also as a missionary, but the person I was in a relationship was a missionary too. But lo and behold, God was now saying that relationship was not going to work. It was not going to work. Eventually, everything fizzled out. So when God started telling me that I was going to marry him, I was like, seriously? So I didn't, and I was like, what will I do? So I now told him that if the lady he was courting then came, that I wanted to see her. So I now took the lady, we had just holiness and the maternity road then and things. So I'll go to our friends, we knew ourselves, young people, we had coppers, so many people in camp. So I'll go there and say, do you know Uncle Shegun? I say, yes. I say, yes. I said, this is his fiancé. I say, hey, yeah, why you
were introducing
I was introducing her saying that by the time I finish doing this, I will see how your plan will now work. That's talking to God. I now got to a friend's place here in America now. And I said, do you know that? Says, as I finished, that was the first time God would speak to me in Yoruba. He said, unknown to me, that means I was by myself, harming myself. So, unknown to me, because then we had two friends, Bra Landry, he is around, and Bra Rotimi is in Ibadan. They knew. So they were now asking me, what is God saying? I will tell them. They will tell me, okay, tell us what the person God is telling you. I know there's nothing I will say that they will not know is the one. And I was trying to end it. And the two of us, I didn't know that he too was busy having his own fight with God. I was saying no because I didn't want that relationship that him to have. So we were just busy until I became open to attack, and that's what happens to me when I disobey. I started experiencing having some spiritual experience, and I went to God, Daddy, what is happening? So one day they now told me that that I didn't come to school. I was teaching the nursery and primary school. I was sick. I said, for him to not go that day, I now went. I said, how are you? I said, everything. I said, look, enough is enough. He just came out that day and said, see, the whole day I was having Bible study, and God said, you will marry Kate. And since then, he has been fighting this thing. When he told me to, I said, this is the whole situation. It was, it's like, I surrender. And me too, I looked at it, I've lost a lot of things, things got missing, so many. Do you know that the wonder in God, immediately he said that every ball in his body, as we were talking, gave way.
Hallelujah.
He was healed completely.
Wow.
And that's the truth. He was here. He just excused himself, and by the time he came back, somebody that couldn't walk, that couldn't do anything, he came back standing straight. He could. In fact,
Miracle.
I looked at and I said, truly, this is God. You know, so that's how it happened.
That was how the findings started.
Yes.
Yes, but you were already in a broken relationship.
Yes, I was not
so
engaged
you had
to.
no problem.
I had
you
no
know,
problem.
Connecting, and the two, you both are from different state or culture. Because she is more. She's an Edo
Yes.
woman, and our pastor here is a Yoruba man. Coming together with this intercultural marriage, was there any like the parents now, when you told them, was there any reaction from?
You know, like I listened to Daddy Gio's message in the 80s. He said, believers, we have problem when we say we are believers and we are not known at home.
Okay.
So when it's marriage, then you begin to say, I'm not doing wine, I'm not doing things. So having had that in the early, I decided to begin to ring, because in my place, we do a lot of things. And I told my parents, fortunately, they are also pastors in Redeem, said, I'm not doing this, and I'm not going to do it with money. Because, you know, they was, okay, if you can't do it because of you people that send money to them, let them go. I said, I won't do it, and I won't send money for it. So, and my mother-in-law was, she was scared. Because she said, Omo Ibo, you know, things like that. But my father, being the loving father that he is, I wrote my engagement list, myself and my twin sister. You know, just said, so we just looked at, what do we need to write? Okay, things that people will see. We just wrote visible things, no dowry, nothing, you know, because the thing is, we're not actually giving ourselves out. We're actually gaining. And my parents didn't even...
I don't think the bride price on that side is on the high side.
We didn't even collect. Because, I told my dad, some people can begin to dictate to us from the village how many people paid my school fees. So if they didn't, then they shouldn't dictate to us.
So how were you able to calm down, Mama?
My own mother, she came to camp from Ibadan, told my wife that you won't marry my son. Face to face, so told her you won't marry my son. Then I'm her favorite son, at least my mommy's boy. So I didn't go against her, I didn't speak, but I just I was praying. For like 8 or 9 months. It really drove me close to God, to know how God speaks. Then God, after some time, God said, don't worry. A time is coming that both of them, they will be 5 and 6. They will even be planning for you. So I waited till that time, till God spoke to her.
You said God told you that she was going to come to camp and come and apologize.
Yes. So one day I went.
What she said.
Yes.
Yeah.
So one day I went to Ibadan to meet her, greeted her, see her, and then we brought up the issue of marriage again. I said, Mommy, God has spoken concerning this matter. I'm ready to go out on this one. So I just picked my bag. It was around 8 in the night. I just picked my bag, left Ibadan, and came back.
Was it that Mama preferred the other person?
No. She was. My mother was. She knows that I don't keep women. I'm the quiet person. In fact, in the family, I'm the most quiet. I'm the easy person. So she was.
I even see that.
She was just scared. I didn't know what was her fear.
Another thing was, mothers in those days, we in the Christian, they were in relationship for 4 years. The mom said,
Yes.
how come you are in relationship with a lady for 4 years and you never opened her cloth? Shegun, are you okay?
Yes.
So the abstinence saying that.
So she was having that. I didn't understand that fear then. So she was having that fear that how can you never seen the bra? You didn't. So she was afraid that maybe I was impotent or something. So I didn't know what was her fear.
And now you were dropping the 4-year courtship to start
another one.
So that day I just left her and I came to camp. So she now said, this boy that has never disobeyed me, has never looked me in the face, that is on this matter, it's better we. So she just succumbed. Later she came and said, okay, and that's how we started.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
The journey began.
It began
journey
seriously.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another thing I would want to point out was when the families agreed and were, you know, our family, my husband's family said we should give them a year
Towards the wedding.
towards the
Towards
wedding.
the wedding.
So, and that's another thing I
Sorry, you
would
got
love
it for
to.
how long?
Quoted for like 1 and a half
Since-
years.
no.
Yes, yes.
Yes, it's almost about 2 years.
Almost,
I never even thought
yes.
about that.
Yeah.
About 2 years.
Maybe because you have known each other for a long time.
Yes, we were friends,
You're just
so
flowing.
we just
Yeah,
flew
it flowed,
together.
yes.
We just flew together.
Then one thing I want to note that surprised me, you know, before I met my wife, I was working, I was making money, but I didn't gather things. She was making money, but she never gathered things. But immediately we said, okay, we started gathering things, having apartments, setting up. So it was, everything started working out.
Even before you married, just
Yeah.
after saying
Yes,
the yes.
within
Yes.
few
to
months,
God.
things started working out for us.
Unperfected praise around the time
Everything started
Oh, you started.
you know, the
unfolding,
ministry. No,
life.
PPS had started before
Okay.
then,
Okay.
you know, but so
But
many
things
things just
Were
started
you together
falling in
then,
place.
singing together then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
We just started out.
You said your parent your parent needed a year. And
No,
a half.
his
His
own
parent
parents.
needed a
family
year.
The family
and a half.
said that we
Yeah.
should just give them one.
A
When we said
year.
we
For
were
what?
ready for marriage,
For
they just said that we
4
should give
years.
them 1 year to go and prepare.
Prepare.
Okay.
So, and it also gave us time, you
Okay,
know,
to be
to
able to
just
put
wait,
things together.
put things together, and God gave us the date, and we went ahead with
And
it.
the wedding was.
God was
Glorious.
present.
It's
Because
still
I've seen,
Yes,
yeah, I remember people coming to me to say, I want my wedding to be the way your wedding was, because God was present.
Hallelujah.
And that, I always tell them the question God asked me. I said, go and answer it. And God asked me, is it me you want, or do you want people? You know, as a singer, the who and who was going to be there, and God was letting me know that the people you expect. So because he wanted to take the glory, and he came down powerfully.
Thank
Came
God.
down powerfully.
That is great. I can
Yes,
see
yes.
it's the way he's smiling.
No, it was.
I think
it
he's
was,
remembering the dance.
It
was,
was
no, so many
so
things.
So many things.
It really taught me a lot of things about God.
Yeah.
If you know God, you do things God's way.
And you see the joy. You see
Yes.
Yes, then
in
by
fact,
there, even the morning of the wedding, by engagement night, we had no vehicle for church service.
a lot of
We had
great
no
things.
vehicle. So we were even talking to a friend, okay, maybe we'll just use your vehicle.
You
He
didn't make
went-
arrangement for it, or
The people disappointed.
Okay.
Some people, then maybe we spoke to 1 or 2 people, but we didn't follow up things.
Okay.
Then that morning, they just drove 2 vehicles into our compound with drivers, fuel, filled up tank and everything. And we're like, from where? I said, our madam so and so said we should bring these 2 vehicles for your wedding. Apparently, we mentioned it. Okay. And she was like, what will... So she was the one that God went
to ginger to do that.
She sent 2. In fact, you know, God showed us so many things to let us
you know that this is the hand of God.
Actually, concerning our wedding, the only thing I can remember I bought, was my wife's box. At least we went to the market to buy that. That was the only thing that really...
And then my shoes.
But all others,
All others
it
were
was
just
taking care. I just don't know how, and it was beautiful.
Hallelujah. and because you are still smiling, so I know that it was really I wish I was there.
Anyway, we are just starting now, so you can still see.
Yes, it's just a year now.
Yeah,
just a year now.
Yeah.
So we start. Now, we thank God for the wedding and everything, which every woman is always looking up to.
Yes.
That day, let me wear a gown. Let everybody, the whole world know that. You know, I'm
Coming to
marrying
talk
this one.
of gown, I just bought material, and I told the tailor, because, you know, thank God for the teachings that we have in Redeem. You know, said at times some people will sew gown. At the end of the day, it's useless. You can't use it for anything. So I went to buy a material, a very good one, and I gave it to the tailor. I said, sew me a gown that at the end
I'll be able to
I will
make
be
use of.
able to remove and do whatever I want with
I
it.
saw a girl like that.
So
If she dressed, she came with her gown to show and she dressed, you will love the dress. So when I said, okay, your dress is okay and everything, the lady just removed the attached something.
yes,
I said, well, this girl must be very, very wise.
yes.
You won't even know, very expensive dress, that, but she
Yes.
could still make use
of
it.
I wore my own for a long, even when I had my baby, I turned it into a ram buba because I just said, take this particular and use it for the gown. So they just, just
Turn it, redesigned it.
And I began to
Actually,
use it.
some
use it,
people,
yeah.
they use their wedding day to destroy their marriage.
How?
Okay. Some people go a long way. Wedding is just a one-day affair.
1 hour.
At least
1 hour
one
affair.
hour affair. And some people will spend so much money, incur so much debts that we later on affect their marriage. So wedding was really not a big deal for us. So
It's the marriage.
it's
that
the
is
marriage,
different.
yes. Investment towards the marriage.
Towards the
really.
marriage.
See some people, they don't have good food to eat after wedding.
And so how was the beginning?
Ah,
This journey
okay.
that you were given certificates
Before we
before you
commenced.
got
Yes, for me, I didn't know much because I was not a toaster. I was a spray cocoa brother.
Hey.
So when we got married, a month into our marriage, I was working in camp. She was working in Ibadan.
Okay.
And both of us came into marriage. We didn't know anything, but we were ready to learn. Yes, open to learn. I think that was really what helped us.
Let me take you back a little because you said we didn't know anything. Because some people will be wondering, didn't know anything like what?
We didn't know anything
Sex,
about sex,
Okay.
what to
about
do, so many
I
things.
used to be a lone ranger. I don't even share room with people. I never been to boarding house.
Okay.
So I'm used
All
to
your life has just been
solo. Just go solo.
For instance, part of the things we had early in, because I was transferred from here to head a zonal office in Ibadan under missions. And when he came around, and that day I can't remember what happened. And I got angry. I talked in the morning and talked. He just took his shirt and went out. And I left for work. When I came back, I picked up from when I stopped.
Oh.
And I now said the most painful part of it was that when I was talking, he didn't see anything. I said, oh, I wanted him to talk so that we would know when we would slap each other and jump on each other. But do you know that that thing changed my orientation?
I think that
And that was the last time, you know. So because when he said that, and part of the things that made us decided that we will never sleep over an argument. We must settle every dispute because we don't know if Jesus will come in the night or whatever happens. And what God made us to understand is that when there is a miracle coming your way, the enemy brings disagreement. You would have missed it. And then in the morning, then you reconcile. But meanwhile, the devil achieved what he wanted to achieve.
You have missed
in
that.
the night.
You have, like, for instance, there was a time I was angry. He offended me. So in the night when he was about to sleep, where he's up his own side of the bed, I slept there. He now wanted to go to the other side. I moved there. So he now wanted to do this. I put my leg there. And I said, okay, what is it now? I said, can't you see my face? Can't you see that you've offended me and I'm angry? He said, okay, you are angry. Okay. Hey, what did I do? What did I? I said, I'm seriously angry. And sincerely, I was angry. But because we've decided, so he now started, he said, okay, sorry. I said, is that how you will tell me sorry?
It's like you did a lot of drama.
I said, so you know, we now begin to say, sorry, fine girl, you know, fine girl. They now begin to toast me. And, you know, as we've done that over the years, we discover that it has been sort of a healing to us. So even when I'm at fault, he will still apologize because we decided that whether you are right or wrong, whoever God gives the grace to bear it at that time should just
mellow down and
so then later, you know, when it's like, well, you know, what happened? This was what happened. We say, are you sure? Is this what? Yes, now. Oh, okay, that's true.
Able to see
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't see it. But most time people would have blown the roof, collapsed the house, destroyed a lot of things.
That's
Then
true.
later when they calm down, but
lot
what
of
has been
things has been
destroyed
said,
has
yeah.
been destroyed. So it's better we just...
Like, I know you have done a lot of drama because I can see that you are the quiet one.
Yes.
Is it that she doesn't offend you?
She offended a lot. You know, but I learned a lot from my parents. I've never seen my parents fought. They never fought. They never disagreed. So that one. Then my mom used to tell me that it's a madman that beats the wife. So I already have that one.
That's a big statement. A
Yes,
madman that beats his
it's a
wife.
madman that beats his wife. So now coming to a relationship that we had disagreement in marriage. I had to be the one to bear.
It.
So, and we are so different in so many ways. I'm the quiet type. I'm the easygoing type. I like my environment, everything meticulously kept. But she's the gra-gra type. In fact, that was what I told her. I say, I should marry this sister that used to do gra-gra. Ha. Yes. Because if
Are you gra-gra?
Ah.
I don't understand, but at least the gra-gra brought out the beauty in his life.
But I thank God for God I will have made a mistake. If I had married who I thought was good for me.
For you.
But I thank God for
Was
that.
she too was meticulous or what?
Yes, she's meticulous in arranging things. If you want my wife to, she can arrange a wedding for you now. Now. She can arrange everything for you. A wedding, naming ceremony, organize things for you. But we all have our differences. But I discovered that later, this thing I was discovering around 15, 16 years. I cannot sleep on a bed that is not laid. Everything well laid. But my wife, let the whole world be on the bed, she will sleep. So
Like somebody said, I will party the Red Sea.
Yes. So that was my first.
And did it bring issues between the two
a
of
lot
you?
of issues. I used to complain.
And what were you? How were you reacting?
Excuse me, sir. That was, you saw me before you married me.
But I didn't see you that you sleep on rough bed now.
That was part of the package.
Wow.
Yeah. There are some things you see on the outside, and there are some things that are in the inside.
Okay,
So when you see the things in the inside, you allow the things on the outside to overshadow the thing.
Okay.
Sincerely, I'll tell him, excuse me, because I try to say, just for you to lay the bed that you slept on, you see the way he's saying it. And then at times, fold your... excuse, I'm not cut out for things like that.
So what happened was
one
that...
day, okay, yeah.
So what happened was that after so many complaints, I just gave him. And I discovered that it got to a time that I myself said, well, I cannot kill myself. We'll sleep on the rock bed together.
So she was rubbing up on you?
Yes. But after some time, and I discovered. Then one day, I just woke up. I went out and came back. I saw the whole bed well laid. I said, what? It was there, and I discovered that my wife, it's not that she cannot do it, but because she has so many things on her mind, so many things to do, I just said, well, I'm the one that wants my bed laid. I decided to be laying the bed. Yes, I just...
Okay, you took up that challenge.
Yes, so I don't
On the
complain.
particular day he was talking, because that actually caused a great change. When he left, I just got, I don't know what got into me, because I'm not used to doing it. I laid the bed, folded everything. When he came, it was like, a magic show. And he's like, who laid this bed? I said, me. He said, oh, you folded this? I said, he commended me.
Yes.
There was a compliment.
Yes.
Usually it was always complaining. And that, went into me and stayed there. So it has helped me to.
So that means a compliment goes a long
instead
way
of
instead of complaining.
Yeah.
You should do more of compliments.
Yes.
Then I noticed something whenever each of us travel, the person at home always keep the house clean.
Okay.
Yes. Whenever I travel and she's the one at home, whenever I come back, I see the whole place neat.
Well
I say,
tidied up.
I say, is it that you are waiting? So that means you just want me to be doing it. So when I saw I putting one or two together, I said, well, I'll just be doing it for myself. Yes.
So that means you do a lot of house chores.
Yeah.
Yes, because I now discovered that because of our, we run 3 ministries, singing ministry, she's a missionary,
Missionary, yeah.
and we are area pastors. So we have a lot of things to do. So, and most of the time, I'm already sleeping by the time she comes back, 11, 12, 2 a.m. And she has lots of bosses. Mommy Jo is there, all the AGOs. So she has the missionaries all over the place. So instead of me complaining, let me just, and my own work is
less
tasking. So let me just take care of things while she comes. Sometimes I will have cooked and then get things in order. So instead of complaining.
Was there no particular time that you felt, is this woman not taking me for a ride? You know, most of this time you'll be doing this thing, and the person is enjoying it. It's like, in fact, she came home 10, you have done it. She came home 12, you have done it. She came home 8, and she's at home now, she's not doing it, expecting you to do it.
No, I don't do
I think
that.
the question is what she doesn't.
Okay.
She
Because
doesn't.
the thing is, God has helped me to understand that I always thank God for giving me my husband. I always thank God. Because prior to the time that he came, I had so many suitors. So many. Yeah. You know, this one saying this, someone wanting to go for mission because I'm a mission, someone wanting to do this, so many things. You know, if I wanted money, I would have been married to money. If I wanted position, I would have married position. If I wanted fame, I would have, but I believed that there was something on the inside of me that would produce all this. So I needed not to marry them in marriage. I needed a man after God's heart, which made me to always appreciate my husband. That's where most people miss it. When you take a man for granted, you lose everything. When I'm around, he knows I'm around.
That's good.
Because he's my firstborn. When I'm pregnant, my husband is pregnant.
Yes.
Yeah. When I'm out, we are ministering, my husband is watching me. Any sign, he knows what to do. We will prepare food. Okay, for instance, yesterday, by the time I woke up with some pains. And I told him, he prayed for me. He prayed for me the second time. He just told me to stay, you know. So I had to maintain a particular position. He brought my food. Usually we eat together. And that's another thing, because when you are angry with each other, for me, you know, I want to say maybe I won't eat with him, but it's like one of the pillars in our house now. You must eat together. And we take our bath together. That's a normal, it's a natural one. So he brought the food and said, how was I? He said, okay. And we ate together and said, I still got till evening. He was asking me, how are you? How are you feeling? You know. So it's what you give is what you get. Most times we have problem when we take our partners for granted. They might be doing it. You know, my husband, as you see him, his mother trained him very well, just like my mom trained me. But it's just that I love outdoor a lot.
Yeah.
I do more of that.
Okay.
My husband can make amala, can make semo, can cook.
You can see it showing on you, sir.
So, you know, at times I'll be in the house and my husband will say, I cook. Yeah.
Yes.
I cook soup, I cook a lot of things. And I prepare that for my husband. And even I've gone out of my way to begin to learn some things that I don't know, some soup or a banga, a di, you know, so many things, you know, to prepare just to satisfy him, to make him okay. So at times he'll just tell me, you are not cooking, just sit down. He will go and cook. He will bring the food. In fact, my children would always say that Daddy cooks better jollof rice than mommy. Yeah, kudos
to you.
Yeah, because you know, a man that does that, tell me how I would not give my best to him. And another thing is, he says I come home late. There are times my husband will come to the office to say, I've come to pick my wife for CMB. But he meets several cases. He self will sit down, start counseling, and start saying this. At times when I'm called in the night, he will go with me. He will handle some things. He will be running for this. Maybe it's a matter of life and death. He's running for this. I'm running for blood. We are doing this. You know, so many things. We are carrying this. We are carrying that. That's why you see us go to the mission field together. And when he's there, he does his own work. Minister to souls. That's why on his 50th birthday, he said what he wanted was just to go out for evangelism.
He's looking like 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he had the banga and everything. Too. Really looking.
You know, that was a situation. One day we went to, I and some brothers went to Alaba to buy some equipment. And we were hungry, we went to one joint to eat. They brought oha soup. And when we had the oha soup, I just took phone. I started praying for my wife.
Wow.
And the brothers too, we started praying for her. I said,
They all just started calling me and started praying.
We just ate oha soup last week. We knew how oha soup
tastes.
It tastes good. This is not oha soup. Started praying for her. Yes.
So let us give her kudos.
Yes, yes. Very, very good.
That's a good testimony, because we have some people who say I can't eat my wife's food. Because and for children to even comment that daddy's food tastes better than mom, which is very, very rare. You know, to say daddy's jollof right, that means I want daddy to cook more. And like some people, he is a pastor.
Yeah.
And for a pastor to enter the kitchen, and be cooking,
even when people are around, some people would help you when nobody is seeing them. But the beauty is when you do it, when people are
can
around,
see
because
you.
You don't know who God is using you to
minister
correct.
to.
No, let me come in there. You see, many pastors, many men, the way they handle their wife, when they are standing and their wife is standing, their wife is like their mother or like their grandmother, because the woman has been overworked. Yes. The woman will go to work, come back. Somebody that has been working from morning till night, come back, go to the kitchen straight, do everything, wash plate, do everything, clean the house, we still do the homework for the children. While the man is sitting down watching Arsenal and Man U.
Man U. And then he comes back for the later football.
So, you know, I think responsibility in the home should be shared. And the spouse that is at home should take care of some things, so that when the other person comes home, you just do few things and everything will be balanced. You know, when a woman comes home and she has worked since morning and she starts cooking and you want her to give you the best, no, she won't.
You know, sometimes people believe that if you're a Christian, things work out to themselves.
No,
I know.
That's spirits. Spirits can go through wall and come out through wall. You are a Christian, you are still in the flesh. You are flesh and blood.
Yes.
So because like somebody said, he said, marriage should work when there are challenges and there are these problems. It should work themselves out, because I married a spirit cocoa brother, and this is a spirit-filled sister. And when the two of them come together, they pray about issues. Yes, so God brought the two of you together now.
Immediately God tells you, this is my will for you. You begin to see the bots in that person's life. All the flaws you never noticed. You begin to see them and it begins to push you away. And you begin to see more. Yeah. Somebody you call your friend, if you are not intimate with that person, you won't know. Some people will say, I never knew you were snoring. Were you sleeping together? So those are some of the things. I never knew you had mouth odor. Were you that close to him? You know, there are some things that you discover when you go into marriage because of what you will get. That's a wrong mindset. But because of what you can give.
Another thing that I say is that, you know, as a pastor, you are a pastor in your church.
Okay.
You are a husband at home.
Yes.
There are two different things. Yes, you can be
different cups.
Yeah, yes. You can be anointed on the, when you come home, your anointing, you put it there in the church. But when you come home, you are a husband. You are living with a human being, not angels. Yes. So there's a way you handle your, I read a lot of books, and you know, I said I came into marriage a novice, but I read a lot of books. I watched people who have gone ahead. When I was starting out, I was asking God, I need models, people to pattern my marriage after. And thank God that God brought me along with so many good pastors with their wives. And the best one is Daddy Joe and Mommy Joe.
Yeah.
There's no when we got married.
Good role model.
Yeah, good role model. I was watching
They
them.
were there for
You know,
us.
they were there. I was watching them. You know, the camp was very, very small then. So we used to see them how they relate with each other. One day, that was a day, I went to Daddy Joe and Mommy Joe's house. It was a Sunday morning. They were going to church at Ibutimeta. Daddy was already standing there. And Mommy, all their children came home then.
From school.
From school. So Daddy was already standing. The drivers were there waiting. And Mommy was busy doing, hey, you do this, you do that, you do that. Ah. And Daddy was just there. Baba was just looking. And I was looking at him. You know, somebody like me, I would have flared up. You know, I would have... Daddy was just there looking. The Mommy noticed that Daddy was looking at her. I want to say, hey, Baba, can I come? And Daddy said,
Can you smile to overcome
that? He just said, hey, you're happy that all your children are around. I picked it from there. Because I know every day the person that would delay us when going out is my wife. And I used to complain. But now I don't complain again when I remember all those, you know, it's just their nature.
Okay, women's nature.
Nature, even this morning. We are going out by 9:30, as at 20 minutes to they are still looking at. I used to be angry in those days, but now.
But now.
But what I normally do is, okay, I will iron the clothes. What are the accessories? After picking the clothes, I know the shoe, the color to match. So I will have been asking, which dress will you use tomorrow? Which bag? So that
it will lessen the problem.
It will lessen, we will save more time.
I want to take us back to the question you brought up because it's very, very important. You know, like pastors believe in the marriage spirit, so the spirit should just be flowing and there should be no problem. I remember when we were in Ibadan and when I was transferred back to camp and my husband said we should move our things back. Oh, no, I was still in, but my husband said we should move things back to camp. He had a revelation. I was like, no. He didn't argue. He just left. Unknown to me, he went to pray. Because so I just found myself that God now spoke to me. I called him, I made arrangements, did everything. So he was just sitting, all the wahala I would have done, I did them because God now moved me. So later he now told me, say, I just go and talk to God. God knows how to. I say, okay. So me too, I started doing it. So when me too, I say things, I say, God gave him to me. So I'll go and tell God, make him do this thing. So it's working out. It's working out, but what you don't give, you can't receive. Some men want to be loved, and they are not giving love. You know, it's hard for a man to sit by the wife, and you see them, you know, playing. It's for some people, their husband, the wife to touch them outside is a sin.
They don't even
I'm holy. Can't you see? Me, I used to tell him, I would say, Pastor, are you sure you are still holy? With some of the things you do. Are you sure you are sanctified? I say, yes. That's part of what makes me holy.
Yeah.
That's the holiness. That's the holiness of,
you know. Not look outside.
So, you know, we do some things, we play it ourselves. I can model for him, I can catwalk for him, do you understand? So that when you are not there, those memories are there to keep the person going. Then if you feel your wife is challenged in a particular place, why not you look at how you can help her? In all my husband's complaint, he actually helped me. Because when he said, you are not doing this, excuse sir, you saw me like that too. So it's like, you know, I actually now, so it also makes me to look at what I can put in to make our home more sweeter.
Much more better. Were there some things you adjusted to about him? Because he's very quiet.
You know, quiet people don't talk.
They don't talk, yeah.
You know, most times when people see me, they want to meet my husband. They just want to say, who is the husband of this woman? They want to see. Because at times, you know, part of the things when we're cutting, my husband made a statement. He said, will I be able to control you?
Yeah. Looking at the way you do things.
Looking at me, the way I do things, you know. I was angry.
What made you think that way?
I was angry.
I just want to hear you continue, please.
You know, I'm a quiet person. I think before I do. But I say that we are just totally opposite. She acts before she
thinks about it again.
Yes. So, and she's more of outgoing person, doing this.
And you are indoor.
I'm indoor, and you know, I do some acting, but I do my things.
At least in a little quiet way.
Yes, I do. I come to my shell. Do come to my. But this person is just
out. So
and
the thought just came to your mind, and you said maybe you were just thinking.
He thought aloud.
I thought aloud.
Yeah.
Will I be able to handle this beautiful woman?
But I thank God that she's the best person to, you know, somebody that you are able to. She's easy to control.
Oh, now you have discovered she's easy to control.
Very, very easy to control. Yes. I discovered that somebody can be quiet and be a devil.
That's
that
true.
This is what I want to do and that's what I want to do. But she's easy for me to control. Very, very easy. Like the example, what she was, God said we were planning that I will relocate to Ibadan.
Okay.
And I was just praying, God said, no, you should move back to her. She said, no. I said, no problem. I just want to go and deal with her. And God dealt with her. She helped me by herself. So when we have disagreements, that's the point that people should marry somebody who knows God. Somebody that God can control. So whenever we disagree concerning things, we always pray. You know, then we had some experiences when we had one issue, a revelation when we got married. God showed us that a husband and wife, they were going in a car. The driver was driving. The husband was beside the driver. The wife was at the back. So the driver said, sir, where are we going? The husband said, go this way. The wife said, go this way. The husband said, the driver said, sir, where should I? The driver said, go. Then the driver now drove the car to his own house and parked the car there and told the two of them and said, whenever the two of you agree to where you want me to take you, tell me. When we woke up, God told us that anytime you disagree concerning any matter, your life is at a standstill. And we discover that whenever, let's say we want to buy something of 20,000 naira, and we have 50,000 naira on ground, and we disagree on that thing, we will end up not buying that thing. But if we want to do something of 200,000 and we have 20,000 naira, and we agree, how that money, the rest of the money will come. So we agree on things, learn to agree on things.
And that also brings up another point. I remember
I've not forgotten where you said you were bitter. We'll still pick that up.
Okay, so what was I said I don't
you said you were bitter when he told you.
Yeah.
Will I be able to?
I was like, it seems you don't know me. If I won't submit, I won't submit. You can't do anything. I'm a person of myself. I know what I want. I know how to get it. I'm like, he knows. The people that were coming after me, he didn't have car. People that have car.
He didn't have car. He had Legady's Benzo.
Then he didn't have so many things. And there are people that had them. But, you know, you can't, I'm not for sale. And I'm not cheap. And all these things I can get. So why do I need to now say marriage should give them to me? I will get them. You know, by the time God provided our first car, somebody will say, if to say then, Sister K, say, Brashegun no get moto, he no go manna. Now when Brashegun get moto, I thought they say, Sister K, you know, when you see, when you know what you are made of, you know what is on the inside of you, you don't need to begin to run around things that doesn't really matter. I was like, I'd already submitted myself that I was going to marry you.
So why thinking?
So why thinking? No, he had to apologize. He seriously apologized. He seriously apologized. Then,
but you didn't think about that statement later?
No, that, you know, for me, I had already made up my mind. If you think you can control me, if I don't allow you to control me, you can't control.
I think that was where his fear came to.
But because I had already made, you know, I told him before we got married, I said, see, if I'm coming out of the hotel, I'm in a brothel, You see me coming out of that place, and I tell you nothing happened. That's the kind of man I want to marry.
I can trust you.
Trust.
If I'm telling you something, you believe me. You know, don't tell me, somebody said this. No. That's why I used it, because I know that's the height. So I'm coming out of an hotel, and I'm saying, I come out and I say, there's nothing.
Nothing.
Thank God we go to hotels for evangelism now. We minister to prostitutes, we do all kind of things, we carry all manner of people. You know, so and thank
Made
God.
him understand.
I'm an outdoor person. I mix with a lot. I do a lot. So when you see me in whatever, just tell me you didn't do this right. I'll correct it. And that's why most people want to see my husband, because they want to know which man is able to control. And you know, another thing is they want to know if my home is peaceful. Because of the way maybe I do it when it comes to my work. When you are telling me, I'm a go-getter. If I'm out to do a thing, I just push you aside. And I'm like, you are working with men and you are like this. But when it comes to my husband, he's in charge.
Thank God for that.
Yes, I think most men miss out in marriage. They don't know how to handle women. You know, the Bible says in 1 Peter 3:7 that deal with them according to knowledge. If you love a woman, even if you are an illiterate and she's a professor, you will know how to handle her. Yes. Even if you are poor and she is a billionaire, you will still know how to handle her. That's where most men miss it.
And most people forget that love conquers all.
Yes.
Yeah.
They forget the aspect of love. Yeah, time is really running out on us. And this is, in fact, we know time has gone this far. And you both run the ministry.
Yes.
And you sing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank God we have a singer, we have a keyboardist. So I know you will sing for us.
Okay.
Like I told you, there's one song you used to sing that I like. Later she's singing. There's a way she dances. It's just like I cannot dance that dance, but there's a way when she's. So you will give us a little, because I know you've managed the ministry. God has helped you to grow together. And I know that the challenges you have told us, the two of you working together in this ministry, has really brought peace and
Please,
joy to us.
I want to say a scenario, if I can quickly say it in 1 or 2 minutes. We traveled. And that day, I got up he had a call, and he suddenly tuned off and was angry at me. What's going on? He explained. I said, what's my business with what is going on? Well, he was taking it out on me. Immediately, I sensed that there was a miracle coming our way and that the enemy wanted. So I told him. He was still angry. I begged him. He was still angry. And the common, the normal fleshly act is, why is he taking you like this? React. But I refused. I held on until God helped us to settle it. In the morning, it was the miracle that woke us up.
Hallelujah.
And it was a big one. So most times, when you are disagreeing, remember there's a miracle, something on the line that you might never be able to get back.
Thank you so much for coming. Maybe when we just do a short word of prayer, you will sing a song.
Okay.
You will use, though we don't have a organ here, maybe we just use the... So we want to thank you for coming again, your living couple. This is an interesting talk. We have had wonderful stories. I've had things that have touched my life. And I know people there too, they have learned a lot. And I pray that God will continue to take you higher and higher in Jesus' name.
Amen.
On behalf of Living Couple, we have a gift here for you.
Thank you.
I want to say the 21 years is just a beginning. You will go further and go higher in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So she will lead the prayer, and thereafter, when we're closing, she will sing, and then we'll close up.
Okay.
We just have a short word of prayer.
Father, we thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
As we prayed before we came here, that it will be what you want our people to hear, that will serve as healing in homes. Lord, even this word, let it bring about healing.
Amen.
Let it bring about restoration.
Amen.
And let Jesus be king in our homes.
Amen.
Thank you for your daughter and all the crew. Continue to lift off media higher. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. Amen. Once again, we want to thank Pastor and Pastor Mrs. Ojo for coming on Living Couple. For those that are watching, We want to thank you for always being there, watching and learning. And I believe that you have learned and God has blessed you today. For those that have maybe just bopped in and you are just looking at it for the first time, or you came in, you missed, you can still check on the social media, on YouTube, Facebook, you get to see other past editions and even this present one. And I know that the Lord Almighty that we serve will make your marriage sweet, and it will get sweeter and sweeter in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So we want our wonderful lead singer to sing for us, and the keyboardist to,
Amen.
put
Maybe
the
we'll just do one of Mommy Gio's songs.
Yes.
I never see this kind God before. Can we stand up, ma?
Yes, we can. We can. Let me join.
Okay. I never see this kind God before. Wonder, 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 wonder.
Hey,
I never see, oh. Wonder, 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 wonder. This God do not wow. This God do not wow. This God do not wow. Baba mi mo na wow. I search, I never see, oh. Wonder, 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 wonder.
Wonder,
wonder, wonder, wonder, wonder. Wonder, 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 wonder. I never see this kind God before. Oh. Wonder, 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 wonder. I never see, oh. Wonder, 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 wonder. I never see this kind God before. Wonder, 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 wonder. This God do not wow. This God do not wow. This God do not wow. Baba mi mo na wow. I never see, oh. Wonder, 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 wonder.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Join you next time on another exciting moment on Living Couple. It's a wonderful program, and I want us to continue dancing, and I believe you'll be dancing at home. So we continue our singing. I believe you're enjoying it as well. Bye. Till next time.
I never see this kind of God.
Wonder, wonder,